Rated T for teen.
When he clicks up. Keep moving! Check for survivors!
Zombie's been around about 10 years. We specialized in first-person shooters.
Atari approached us about doing a realistic military first-person shooter with a movie bent.
These guys want to make the most cinematic shooter I've ever heard of, and that would be really, really cool.
We've used a lot of Hollywood talent. We use Hollywood scriptwriting, Hollywood voice talent, a real soundtrack, Hollywood storyboarding. It's been a very diverse project.
Complete high production values like a movie.
Overall in the game, it's a fast-paced, grab you by the seat of the pants, popcorn summer-type game experience.
Things are brought to you in the moment. You might have a plan, and it'll change, and you have to deal with it. And it's under intense fire and a lot of kind of heavy thinking and just sort of surviving. It's very intense.
In Xbox Live, we're giving you the full meal deal. There's going to be 10 specially designed multiplayer maps, 10 specially designed co-op maps that you can play split screen. And then Xbox Live, you got 5 modes of gameplay.
Red Mercury was influenced by a lot of big Hollywood blockbuster movies, sort of a really intense pace, but with a really driving story.
We want to make this game as cinematic as possible. So the first thing they did was just write a script as if this was going to be a movie.
We met our writers, Rick and Todd, and talked about what we wanted to do. They immediately grabbed on to this idea of Red Mercury as something completely unique.
We've done 6 movies in the last 18 months. And Mark Long asked us to come in and create a storyline for this game as well as all the cinematics. He had shown us a bunch of stuff on the Red Mercury game, and we were just blown away of how cinematic it looked. It was just gorgeous material, very cinematic.
The Red Mercury story is about dealing with a bomb called Red Mercury,
which is a semi-nuclear device.
And you're sort of chasing it around the globe, trying to make sure it doesn't get set off.
And you're always one step behind.
From Russia to Casablanca.
From Chechnya to Syria.
Chasing after this terrorist team, trying to save the world, basically.
And not really know what the mission directive is and have to figure things out as you go along.
Red Mercury, I first read about on the internet like 5 years ago.
And it actually is based on something real. I'm not sure what.
It's a scary idea. And when we saw the early cinematics, one of the things we saw was the Red Mercury actually go off, and it blows all the planes off of the aircraft carrier's deck. We saw sort of one of the early visuals they had done for that, and I was pretty impressed.
It's a complete hoax. I didn't know it when I first read about it, and then when I found out from other websites, oh, this is just a made-up thing, I thought, this is really cool, man. I'm going to keep this in mind, because this would be a great source for a story.
You could make this into a movie, and it would work, in 3 acts perfectly. It would work start to finish.
You want to get to the next cinematic where you can engage another interesting character. That really is what, to me, separates the good game from the excellent video game.
There's a sniper!